Good evening, folks. Welcome to Beer Rating with Sean Connors. As you can see, the beer I have tonight is a sour. It's a pineapple sour, to be specific. As a general rule, I tend to like sours. I've never had them before until I started doing the reviews, but I do like them. And as a general rule, I love pineapple. So I'm hoping this will be a pleasurable drink. Now, it's 5.6% alcohol, which they consider a strong beer. Personally, I wouldn't be so inclined. It's Quidi Vidi is a brewery, Sofa Sours. I've done several Quidi Vidi beers in the past. I've done reviews. Iceberg Ale is their big one in the blue bottle. Several others I've did too. I find with Quidi Vidi beers, I either like them or I don't. There doesn't seem to be any in between, so we'll see how this one goes. Quidi Vidi is a local brewery here in Newfoundland, just Quidi Vidi Village, which is a part of St. John's. It is one of the oldest microbreweries in Newfoundland, if not the oldest. I think they started around 1996. It was started by two university students. I guess they were living in residence and they decided to brew beer in the janitor's closet. And they went away for a weekend. I think it was Thanksgiving weekend or something. They came back and here the janitor was, after finding it, drank it, got drunk and got fired. And they got kicked out of residence. And here we are. The brewery is really a historic location. If you're ever in St. John's, by all means check it out. They have a couple different events. I think they have what they call a kitchen party. I think it's Fridays or Saturdays, basically beer and music. They do a couple different events like that. They've sponsored the Regatta, which is the North America's oldest sporting event. They ran the beer tent with a couple other breweries last 2 summers ago. Actually, last year, no, because of the pandemic. So they're well known here in Newfoundland. So let's see what it says. It says the Sofa Sours blends the present with the past. First, we created a beautiful sour beer. Next, we carefully choose the most delicious fruits to complement. And finally, we dress it up like a classy couch. Elegance and beauty with a touch of nan. Unfiltered, so it might be a little bit cloudy. That's about it. Give my glass a quick cold water rinse. As I stated before, you're better off giving it a quick cold water rinse before you pour the beer, as opposed to putting it in the freezer, which they don't recommend. Like I said, I like sours and I like pineapple, so this one should be interesting. I think sours seem to be those beers, you either love them or you hate them. There doesn't seem to be any in between. And as I mentioned, I've never had a sour until I started doing these beer reviews 2 years ago. And I haven't had a lot of them, but the ones I have had I did enjoy. So it's actually pretty clear. For an unfiltered beer, I would have thought it would be a little bit cloudy. This is actually, I'm assuming it's an ale, sour ale, yes. So, but this almost, if I didn't know any better, I think this would be a lager. You get a bit of this sour aroma. I'm not getting any pineapple. Let's give it a taste. Definitely got the sour flavor. Not really getting any pineapple yet, but that was the first mouthful. As I said, you definitely get the sour. I'm not getting a lot of pineapple. I am getting like a fruity taste, but I was kind of expecting more, I guess, pineapple in your face. Not saying it's bad, but it's just not what I was really expecting. I guess I was expecting a little bit more pineapple flavor. I have to give it a rating out of 5, and as usual, a 1 would be a drain pour, don't like it, can't finish it. A 2 would be yeah, I'm not a fan, but I'm not going to waste a beer, so I'll finish it. A 3 would be a good beer, a 4 would be a very good beer, and a 5 would be the best beer ever. Now, just from the initial sips, I'm thinking around a 3.5, but I want to indulge a little bit more before I give it a final rating. As I said, I am enjoying it, but I kind of was hoping, like I said, more of a pineapple flavor. Something to distinguish it from other sours. I'm not quite getting that. The head dissipated rather quickly, which I'm quite surprised. It is enjoyable, I'll give it that. Like I said, it's not what I expected, but it is enjoyable. So I think I'm going to stick with the 3.5, and in all honesty, pineapple sour I was expecting 4, possibly a 4.5. Just, that's without even tasting, just what I had in my mind thinking about what I would be getting. So it's a little disappointed by that. So if you're looking for a sour, by all means pick it up. If you're looking for specifically a pineapple sour, try it. But I'd be curious if you're going to get the same, or sorry, the lack of pineapple flavor that I'm getting. Once again, not a bad beer by any means. 3.5 is a really good rating for me. Well, and it's obviously easier drink. I mean, 4 or 5 mouthfuls and pretty well half finished. So there you go, folks, for the Quidi Vidi Sofa Sours Pineapple 3.5. Hopefully you can join me next week. I have a couple more beers in there. I think I have I got an international IPA and a local red ale. So there you go, folks. Hopefully you can join me next week and we'll tackle one of the two. Until next brew, as always, enjoy responsibly. Cheers.